Speaking of traffic, I want to get to news that it's
broke
just,
this morning.
Yeah. One of our very own Roz here is set to retire in 44 days.
Oh, you're counting down the days.
As you are.
We should put a countdown up on our
little
bottom.
clock.
Yeah, after 35 amazing years at ABC7, Roz has decided to put the brakes on her daily traffic duties, and we are counting down to the big day.
And actually, Roz, we're going to hear from somebody this morning, very special, who knows you very well.
Uh-oh.
He has a message for you.
Uh-oh.
It's the end of an era. Chicago is ground zero for traffic reporting on television. She is the one who started it all for the entire country. So this is a big deal today. It's been 16 years. What an adventure that I've had to work with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got chills.
I know.
We don't get to see Bill very often.
I
He
know.
is our traffic producer extraordinaire. So he is the man behind the magic.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Puts together all these maps for me, and we just kind of tag team as we're preparing traffic because it's too much for one person to do.
Oh, God, yeah.
When I'm back and forth in the studio every 10 minutes, which is actually less than 10 minutes, but I couldn't do it without him.
Yeah.
He made a really good point, and that you're an icon, of course, and we know you from your work on the air all these years, but you also started in a way that was groundbreaking for the technology at the time. Like, you started traffic in a city now where we do morning traffic, of course, is a part of newscasts all over the country, but you were a part of what started that, Roz.
You know, it's interesting. I had been doing radio traffic for 9 years, and I thought, there's got to be a way to make more money. Honestly. And
Good for you.
But I thought, why can't I do this in television?
Yeah.
And Channel 7 was I got wind of this. They were getting ready to start this morning newscast. I heard about it in like November, December of 1988. And so I reached out to the news director at the time who was quitting. He was leaving, and he talked to me and he said, but here's the person, Tom Dolan is the person that you're going to want to talk to, and go ahead and put together a tape and resume, blah, blah, blah. And so I did, and there were maybe a handful of us from radio who auditioned for this job because it had never been done in television before. And all of us sucked. We were terrible. We were just, I mean, I didn't, chroma key, what is that? How do you point to a blank screen? Didn't know how to do any of that.
Yeah.
So we all auditioned, and none of us got hired. And I had to rethink it. And I'm like, okay, now I know what they're expecting. So I relied on my instructors from Columbia College. I had a teacher, Al Parker, who used to be the booth announcer here at Channel 7. When we had live booth announcers, they would do all of the announcing live.
Get out of here.
Seriously.
Wow.
So he was a booth announcer here. He was one of my teachers. I took this class called commercial announcing, and I asked him what to do. How do I make a tape? How do I do this? I've never done that for TV before. So he put me in touch with some alum from Columbia who had a little production studio in the south suburbs. And I stood over the then Calumet Expressway, now the Bishop Ford Freeway, and I did what I do now, like a live traffic report on a bridge over an expressway. And they put little supers underneath with travel times.
Oh, cool.
And I turned in this tape, and I wrote this eloquent letter to Joe Ahern, the general manager at the time, and said, look, I know that I really didn't give my best effort in that audition, but I know what you're looking for. I know I can do this. I can learn this. I can be on television just as good as anybody else who's been there for years.
Right. And
So,
look at this video we're looking at here, too,
now,
Roz.
okay, so that video was when I had cancer.
Right, I remember this.
Right?
With Sarah.
And you know what? We whipped off our
Sarah?
wigs. That's Sarah. Look at that.
Get out
Boom.
of here.
I remember that.
Wow.
I took her wig shopping with me, and we both got wigs.
Yeah, oh my goodness. But you know what? Let's just talk about that too, how you share your personal journey battling cancer and becoming a survivor, and how that touched so many of the viewers who maybe have been going through the struggle with you, or a family member or whatnot, and could relate to that too.
You know who I shared that with, who can relate to that is Tracy. And that makes me cry.
I know.
Look at the two of them.
I know. I'm
sorry.
yeah.
Don't look at each other.
Don't,
Yeah, right.
'Cause seriously, you'll start bawling.
Yeah.
I know, but I know that's.
But it's like traffic and weather really do go together when it comes to that. Because by being open about my breast cancer, I was diagnosed initially stage 4.
Right.
And that was in 2006. So it'll be 18 years this summer.
Wow.
18 years, knock on wood, right? That I'm a survivor. But by being approachable in that way, people who might be afraid or not know where to turn, I could be the conduit. I can help them. I can say, here's who you need to call. Here's where you need to go. Here's how everybody handles cancer differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Some people are very private about it.
Yeah.
Some people want the world to know. That'd be me.
Yeah.
But I do it that way because I know it can help. So,
If I could just say something about this lady, of course she is our traffic queen and whatever title you want to give to her, but reporting. The reports that she has done, whether it's, the breast cancer walk or the Ride Janie Ride folks or something with Anti-Cruelty Society, a real talent of a reporter who is so good at their craft is somebody who can really write to video. This woman writes to video like
No other.
no, but I mean, there are very few. And it really is a gift. And I know, and I say that because she didn't start out as a reporter, and she shadowed Alan Kraszewski, who was a genius, certainly, in our building. And Roz, the stories that you have brought us from the Holocaust Museum and the way you have just written your stories, it's a gift that I'm so grateful that you have shared with so many people.
thank you for those kind words. You're making me blush. But I enjoy writing. I enjoy storytelling. And it's kind of an acquired talent because I didn't always do that. In fact, as a young child, when I would have to write in grade school, I could never do it. We used to have vocabulary words, and as a project, a homework, we would have to write a story using those vocabulary words. And my mom would help me because I couldn't do it.
Wow.
I mean,
Look
she'd
at you
get me started, and then I'd say, okay, then what, Mom? And then what, Mom? Now what do I do, Mom? And I was afraid to write. So, I mean, the juxtaposition of doing this now as a profession and loving it.
And being really good at it.
Really good. Really good at it.
We could spend 30 minutes more the rest of this newscast just talking about it, but I don't, the producer just told me to get him out, but I will have to say, as the newbie here, Roz is like one of the most thoughtful, generous people.
Amen.
Like the things that she does, and I mean, not on camera, not to be seen.
Goes home and bakes for
Muffins that I got this morning.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
who does that?
Right.
Who does that? So
We
anyway,
love
we're
you,
going to keep
dear.
giving
We
her her
love you.
flowers over the next 44 days. This is just the beginning.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.